Hello and welcome to the Generation Gap podcast. I am Lunchbox.
I'm Gleek.
And yet again, day late.
Yep, day late, dollar short. Well, it's better to skip a week
than to skip 2, 3.
Hell, I don't even know anymore.
I don't remember. But anyway, hopefully everyone had a fantastic Turkey Day, Eat Fest, Thanksgiving. Yeah, to me it just didn't seem like at least at my family get it together, it didn't seem like the food was as good this year.
Well, no, the food's great. I mean, I'm not going to fault my mother at all. That is one of the best cooks I've ever seen in my life. I even sit and watched an hour of the Turkey Day parade, even though I really don't give a shit. I couldn't get into it. It did not feel like Thanksgiving. It was like, oh, it's another fucking day.
Yeah, I get that too.
Maybe I think I've always thought maybe it's because I'm getting older. And Thanksgiving will never match the Thanksgivings of when you were a little kid sitting at the fucking kids' table.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But this year was the first time, because I worked retail, and to be able to get my birthday off, I always wheeled and dealed my way. I was like, look, I'll work Thanksgiving if I can have my birthday off. Managers love that shit, because what's some arbitrary day compared to the day before Black Friday?
Yeah.
So this was my first time in 3 years that I was able to go, and I was I guess my memory of going was a lot better than what actually happens.
Yeah.
Even though, the conversation's good, nobody really bothered me that much. Got to watch the kids pretty much peg each other with footballs and tackle each other the entire time, which miniature gladiatorial arenas are always the height of the festivities while you're shoving turkey in your face.
Feats of strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But isn't there ever that time, have you ever went to a family get-together, and you're looking around and that moment pops in your head like that fucking old commercial?
That cousin's hot. Wait, what?
What? Not even once, my man. Not even fucking once. Not even the third removed ones.
I was in Kentucky. I had to fill in an incest joke somewhere.
Anyway.
It'd be like a George Carlin, but it's look at the tits on Michelle this year.
Oh,
they sure have developed since last year. It makes me think of Carlin. But go ahead, man.
Well, what I'm thinking is, makes me think of an old commercial where I look around and it's like, I don't even know these fucking people, you know?
Dude, I didn't know the names of any of the kids, or hardly any of the kids. Well, I knew who they belonged to.
Yeah. Well, some of the family, though, it's I see them maybe once a year.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
that's how it is with me, too.
It's good to see you. It's great. But where the fuck are you the rest of the year?
It's well, my thing is I don't care either way if I see them the rest of the year or not.
I don't either, really.
I always feel so bad and whether or not I have to ask them their name. They all know my name. My real name, unforgettable. Yeah. Who the fuck could forget that shit?
Well, my name and your name's goddamn near the same. So.
I know.
Yeah.
But they all know my name, and I'm just looking at them. I'm like, oh, God. I'm trying to remember. My mom can call them all out by name. She knows them all, and I'm just
on Dasher, on Prancer, on Dumbass and Stupid.
And Redneck, and why are you missing your teeth? You're 5 years younger than I am, and...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I miss those days when I was a kid. Would come over and to my grandmother's, and she'd be cooking, and my grandmother's better cook than my mother.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my grandmother was a good cook. And the women are all in the kitchen secretly getting fucking drunk,
Of course, because
a
little bit of bourbon on a turkey don't hurt nobody. A little bourbon from the chef don't hurt nobody.
I miss that. I miss...
It felt like it was special. The holiday
special.
Actually meant something.
It felt like it meant something. It was good food. There was a few exceptions.
Oh, yeah.
There was the year that my family had this big fucking blow up, an eruption, that ended with my mother picking the turkey up off the fucking stove as everybody's coming to the table. and slamming that motherfucker to the floor and screaming, "Fuck this and fuck all of you," and then walking out the door. That was a Thanksgiving to remember, you know?
Don't think I had anything like that happen.
Well, yeah, that memories.
See, the thing that happened that is talked about at every Thanksgiving is one of my uncles, like, this is like one of the first years, like, those Razor scooters came out. It was like one of the thin ones, and like, my uncle had just learned to ride it. Uh-huh. Well, another of my uncles, like, yelled out, "Hey, go along." He didn't hear it, and he threw the football and it pegged him right in the back of the head, and he just took a gainer over the front of it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was like the main thing that happened, like, at Thanksgiving ever for me.
Sounds like me just yesterday, dude. Just yesterday, I showed my nephew the fucking old Brady Bunch thing where fucking Marsha or one of them takes the football to the face. And he couldn't understand while I'm fucking rolling on the floor. He was like, "She got hit in the face." It's fucking hilarious. You don't understand it.
Have you ever showed him, like, has he watched like fail compilations?
Oh yeah.
Like, and he doesn't laugh at any of those?
Yeah, he understood it finally. I was like, dude, back then, you didn't get to see shit like that.
That was before America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, that's way to hell before.
Yeah, 1980 something?
Yeah. I told him, I said, dude, when we used to actually look at the TV guide to see when that episode come on, just so we could have that 1 second of laughing at that bitch get hit in the face.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see where a dude riding a fucking Razor scooter, you know.
What would have been the funniest shit ever.
Oh my god.
But what that makes me, like, hold on, going back to your nephew, it makes me, like, question a little bit. It's like, when is it not funny to watch someone get hit in the face?
Exactly.
I mean, like, no matter if it's Marsha, no matter if it's like some random asshole online, no matter if it's the opposite end of a Mike Tyson uppercut, it's still funny to watch someone get hit in the fucking face.
Like that episode of Simpsons. What's his name? The actor that played Patton?
Yeah.
You know, where he does football to the groin. Yeah. I don't care what language you speak. Football to the groin or football to the head. Any
kind of object to the groin or head area, as long as it happens to somebody else and not you, when it happens to you, it sucks.
Exactly.
When it happens to someone else, it's funny.
And it could be two cavemen, and they throw a fucking buffalo skull at the other one. Nail him in the crotch, you know?
Oh, Lord. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's always been funny.
Yeah.
It's like people falling down. Mm-hmm. That's going to be funny. It doesn't matter if they tripped or if they slipped up over something. People falling down, not getting seriously hurt, is funny. If you watch someone fall off a building and they, like, go to their death, okay, I can see it. That's not funny.
Yeah.
It's the part in, I think it's a Patriot, where the dude takes the cannonball to the face.
Yeah.
Not funny.
Not funny.
Not funny one bit.
Yeah.
Marsha Brady getting hit in the face with a football.
Fucking hilarious.
Top tier highbrow humor at its finest. Now, on the opposite end of top tier highbrow humor, I have to bring up a little bit of something gross real quick.
No.
I don't remember if it was E-fucked or what.
Excellent site. Excellent.
Yeah.
Quality videos.
The Picklestick stamp of approval all over E-fucked.
Damn
because, both words in the name of our production company are dick references. But
sometimes a pickle stick is just a pickle stick.
Sometimes. But it was this fat woman, and she was a land whale, of course, and she was like talking all sexy to the camera and shit, and all of a sudden she farts, and then she keeps on going, like, about her sexy talk and, like, incorporates the fart into it, and I'm just like the look on my face was one of sheer horror.
Oh my god. Well, yeah.
No, it's not.
Back to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving makes me think of fat woman farting.
Ooh, I went a little bit lightheaded on that one. Holy fucking shit.
We don't even have a clue what the fuck we're doing.
No. Yet again, it's always been two hack frauds on the microphone.
It will always be.
Okay. End of November. All of November has been decent weather-eyes.
Mm-hmm. Except for the cold November rain.
Picklestick flood warning 2015.
Rain for 3 fucking days straight.
Dude, I was my grandmother's house while leaving there, or yesterday when it first, like, the bottom fell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the water was almost all the way up to her back porch.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's a pond in behind her house and shit. And,
yeah. During the summer, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't go swimming in it because...
Well, yeah, but come on. When you was a kid...
Well, no, she didn't live there when I was too young. I was probably, like, maybe 13 or 14 by the time that
I went
she
swimming in
there.
ponds when I was a kid. I remember getting out, like, jump in my tidy whities.
See, I've always been a giant pussy.
Whoa.
And ew.
Yeah. Well, I remember jumping in this one, and it you know, we got brown water here.
Yeah.
It's all fucking mud water. And I remember jumping in with my tidy whities and swimming around, and when I got out, my fucking underwear was brown. I mean, just ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember, like, going home and having this nasty pair of underwear, and I remember, like, fucking hiding them motherfuckers, because I'm like, everybody's gonna think I shit all over myself. Yeah. Yeah, our water quality here is great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Ain't nothing like a brown pond that turns green in the summer.
Woo! So, last time we talked, I didn't have too much time to get into Fallout.
Yeah. And yeah, you've had a little bit of time.
I've been expecting all weekend long just to be nothing but an endless carousel of sports.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised when, you know, everyone else, like, fanned out and did their own thing. Mm-hmm. And here I was, just, you know, the I think it's about a 46-inch or a 45-inch television living room, which is, like, probably double the size of mine.
That's ridiculous. That really is a ridiculous size. I've seen them, but it's ridiculous.
You know, I want a 70-inch, right?
Yeah, I know you do.
But
I'd like to have a Times Square fucking Jumbotron too, but, you know.
It's like, oh, so what are you doing today? It's like, I don't know, watching people fall down on YouTube, pick my nose and flick it, watching a 70-inch television. But anyway.
I mean, fuck it. Yeah, it'd be nice to have it. But I've been the poor schmuck had to carry those motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Dire Straits song, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so I'm finding myself playing a lot of Fallout, and, like, I always had, like, someone else there, so I didn't ever figure that I could, like, do the boring parts. Like, for other people to watch, I always felt like I had to entertain people if I'm playing video games and someone else is there. So I went ahead and I did quite a few missions, or quite a few quests, and didn't, like, just stay in Sanctuary and scrap for 3 hours on end. And
like I was watching you do that one time.
Yeah, that's really fun. And I, like, started building a little bit and figured out how to build, like, slightly.
At what point did fucking Fallout become Minecraft?
I don't mind it at all, dude.
I don't either. I like it. I mean, it fits the world.
One of my buddies, he was talking, and for the first 3 days that he had it, like, he just went to he thought the gas station was it, and so he built up the gas station, and, like, didn't even bother, like, playing until, like, getting to, like, New Concord, where you, like, meet the Minutemen for the first time.
Really?
Like, he did all of that, and then, like, met up with the Minutemen, got the power armor, and as they were coming back, and, like, he was at Sanctuary with them, he was like, I didn't even know you could do this! You have an entire town? And I'm like, Well, we're not, neither one of us, we have like this pact of like where we don't tell either one about shit in the game.
Yeah.
Like, cause spoiler free. Like, we're spoiler free. I don't even watch fucking videos over it unless like I've been to this place.
Now wait a minute. You got this motherfucker.
I got it for the maps.
I'm about to say, if I was to drop this fucking big ass manual book on the table, it'd sound like I knocked the house down.
Dude, the one that came with a special edition is a hardcover.
Really?
Yeah.
Like copy of this?
Yeah.
What is this? Vault Dweller's Survival Guide. I haven't seen books like this for 20 fucking years, dude.
I will tell you, the last time where there was a big video game book that you did see.
Oh yeah, one that
Citywide Yard Sale, the Star Wars game.
Yeah, the one that you sold off.
Yeah. I sold it. Pretty much gave it to the guy over there at Gamers Turf because he like kicked me an extra $1 for the game, which he was just gonna sell the game. And
you bought the book for like a quarter.
Yeah. Because like I think I bought like 2 or 3 things all at once, and I paid like a flat price for all of it.
Well, I'm just saying I hadn't seen a book like that since like fucking Nintendo days.
Yeah. But I'm going through and like there's a very detailed like item lists in the front. So I'm going through there checking like damage specs. Like the min-maxing you can do in this game is fucking to the percentage points.
Tell me about it.
Like how to properly like lay out a settlement and like each settlement you get and how to lay it out so you get the maximum production. And I'm like, I'm gonna put a piece of corn here. And I'll have a melon over here, and I don't even know what this is, but it says I can plant it, and I just have to fill the objective, so here. No, where's that guy I gotta talk to? And then I just go and wander off and follow my dog for 2 days out in the middle of the wilderness until I run into something and go and clear that out.
Finally, a game more fiddly than setting up your transmission in fucking Gran Turismo.
Oh my god. I don't even want to look at that part on 6. Like I haven't played PlayStation 3 since I got my PS4, but the last game I did play a fucking shit ton was Gran Turismo 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going through and trying to set up my transmission in Gran Turismo 5, and as soon as it said custom transmission, I was like, nope, back right out of this menu. Nope, ain't doing this shit.
I spent hours with that shit. I don't even remember what car I had, but I spent fucking hours, and I remember getting like transmission settings for each fucking track. You know, this is for a short track with lots of turns, a lot of stop and go. And this, you know, my favorite though was like the big circle track. You know, just being able to open that sumbitch up. But yeah, finally a game more fiddly than that.
But did I talk about Al Capone the last episode?
I can't remember.
I don't think I did.
The pistol, the pistol you made.
My shitty. It was actually the first pipe pistol I got in that entire game. So like first few minutes outside of the vault when you kill somebody, and this is like one of the first drops you get, and I'm like, I like this gun. It's a 38 rounds, which are fucking everywhere in that game.
I'm going to keep it.
So I've had like automatic pipe pistols come up and like pipe bolt action rifles and like all kinds of other shit. No.
Which I've been looking into that. Matter of fact, the very thing you're talking about, fucking homemade rifles and shit. You get on YouTube and look, there's a lot of people making stuff.
I bet someone's already made like a functioning pipe pistol Fallout replica.
I bet if I looked it up. I mean, dude, there was a guy once that built a working replica of Han Solo's pistol.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like Solo's, but it fires like the original pistol. But I've been looking up some of that stuff about how would you actually go about making your own shotgun, your own bolt action rifle. It's a lot fucking simpler than you think it is.
Probably.
I mean, to do a good job though, you're gonna put some effort into it.
So, we had a drop-in special guest here. Finally, since I think it was like the 10th or the 13th episode we were supposed to get him
something
on?
like that. The Lost episode.
Sick nasty. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Just dropping in from domesticated life. Just saying hello to my friends.
Just saying hello. Well, a lot of shit has happened between the time that you were here and now. So Are you not going to talk about that at all?
Well,
or
you don't have to get personal.
Well, I had a baby out of nowhere, and then
wow,
yeah, had a baby, and
just dropped in like a fucking
just
long
dropped
bomb
in.
out of the fucking
Did not
end zone.
know I was having a kid, and then I found out through friends I was having a baby. So
Wow.
I got custody of the baby, and now I'm a daddy, and live very domesticated and have a shit job, and. One of those I'm a corporate sellout now. I used to be a punk rocker. Now I'm a sellout, burnout.
we all have to.
That's all right. We're just two hack frauds with a microphone. It don't matter, man.
Yeah. It's dude, like you. I think you called me, or I called you. No, we were actually texting when you told me this shit. And you're like, yeah, dude. And he's like, I have a kid now. I'm like, what? And like, I knew about this baby probably for weeks after we talked. And like, of course, like him and I, we go by probably like a month or 2 months or 3 months without even talking to each other. And all of a sudden we'll start a conversation out of nowhere. And like when you called me one time, I was like, what is even your kid's name? Because like that didn't come up at all in the first initial conversation. Like you're just like,
isn't it kind of a guy thing though? I mean, how many times have you ever been around somebody, a woman, and they'll tell you all that stuff. Their kid's name, the fucking cousin's name, everything else. Guys don't talk about that. We don't.
No.
It's like, oh, you got a kid. I'm happy. Good for you, man. And then, it's 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years later. Oh, the kid's name is XYZ, We don't ask those questions.
No.
Brainstorming names, and I was like, okay, what can I name them? Wrestling, Dragon Ball Z, wrestling. So, it came down to Bray Wyatt. My dog's name's already Bray. So I was like, I'm gonna name my son Wyatt. So, name my son Wyatt. And the original idea was Wyatt Ryder. And then somebody was like, that's just too much. Damn it. So.
You should have named him like, Dean Wyatt.
I didn't want to name him Dean because that faggot that's on Supernatural.
Oh, yeah.
Because this girl who's living with me told me, name him Dean or Samuel from Supernatural.
Well, I was like, not James Dean.
Fuck
man.
no. Yeah, I was like James Dean, but no. But
you could have named his first. You could have had him like his first name Ambrose.
Yeah,
so it'd be like Ambrose Wyatt.
Well,
Wyatt.
Think about it. Wyatt's a badass name too, though.
Wyatt is a pretty badass
fucking
name.
Wyatt Earp.
Ambrose was the Black Power Ranger in Power Rangers Space, so I didn't want that name.
I didn't ever watch Power Rangers Space. Like
that's all right. I never watched fucking Power Rangers. So.
I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then like that weird shit they turned after like the
Zeo.
first movie. You remember what I'm talking about? The Green Ranger became the White Tiger.
Yeah, I watched Power Rangers from Mighty Morphin all the way to Power Rangers Mega Force, which is a long fucking time. And then I picked up again and watched Power Rangers the Samurai Rangers, and then watched SPD, and then I finally fucking quit Power Rangers.
The only time that I ever watched Power Rangers was not on purpose. No shit. First time I ever saw it on TV, this is like 94, all right? Way the fuck back. I was so fucking drunk, I could barely move. All right?
And you're probably like sitting in this chair like, where's the remote?
That's the thing. It took me a good 20 minutes to get the fuck up and turn this shit. But it finally was like, drunk or not, can't move or not, about to pass out or not, I can't let this shit fucking keep playing. I can't hack it. Dude, I was losing my fucking mind. The sane part of my brain was screaming, get the fuck up. Turn this shit.
Dude, I had a horrible experience over.
I'm smoking a cigarette, man.
Oh.
I gotta have a cigarette.
Okay.
Sorry. I know you don't normally want it in the house, but I'm smoking a fucking cigarette.
I like to see Kane smoke cigarettes.
I've seen it.
Yeah, too, when
you're fucking plastered.
On like one crazy night we had?
Yeah, only when you're fucked up will you smoke a cigarette.
That's hilarious.
You were like, give me a fucking cigarette.
Yeah,
and I was drunk.
Dude, was that when I pissed in the fake potted plant that was in the wicker basket got piss all over the gas station bathroom floor?
Please tell the viewers about that story.
I think I've already told the fucking story.
You've already told it? Man, I wasn't there for it. It was awesome.
That goes back to like the second or third episode.
Dude, it was an early fucking episode, but yeah, that's the one where Sick Nasty, we went all the way like 45 minutes down the road for you to get fucking dumped. And then you were telling the waitress the entire time that you were going to, like, these are the two parts that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Sick Nasty getting dumped. And then when I'm starting to sober up, because I remember we're both drinking Dr. Pepper and eating shitty food at the Huddle House. And I'm starting to sober up because, like, I'm finally getting, like, carbs into my system. And I remember Sick Nasty, like, coming to, and Sick Nasty just telling the waitress over and over again, it's like, I just got done. I don't kill myself. And I ended up tipping her, like, $5 because of that stupid shit for her not to call the cops on us.
But I was high and drunk at the time, so I was just out of this world.
You were high and drunk at the time.
Which, if you want a trip, I don't know if you ever seen it. You ever seen Lunchbox here smoke a joint?
Ooh. I've seen him.
The boy can't hang. He cannot hang at all.
I've seen him with the Mary JJ.
Back in
That's what I'm saying. You get goofy, dude. It's just like, as soon as that happens, it's like, man, this is like turning on Nickelodeon. You know what I mean? This is fucking entertainment.
Pressure, you can make Lunchbox do a plethora of things. That
like enough peer pressure and enough alcohol.
And have girls around, like...
Dude, and fucking like fist bumping people as we're leaving.
Yeah. We made a bunch of friends that night. You know what? That girl, she's with the goofy dude in the fedora, the hipster fuck.
You mean like the beta fag that we were making fun of the entire
way? They are
home?
married with a baby now.
And like, when was this? Like a year ago?
She went to him. Yeah, this is like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, close to 3. Man, it's been a while.
Dude, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's before I worked for the company that I'm at now. But was it?
It was a long time ago,
dude.
man.
Dude,
did you blow up that many fucking brain cells, man?
I think I have. You see, I have an unopened bottle of Jameson right there, and then like there's an empty bottle of Jameson on the floor somewhere. I threw away the Sailor Jerry bottle.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because Sailor Jerry is nothing but like puking black bile the next day.
It's the devil. It's the fucking devil.
Kraken. I actually finished that off, and I've been working on the indiscriminate clear liquid for quite a while, being really careful with that.
Still reserved.
What? Oh. Kraken? Yeah. Or not Kraken, Sailor Jerry. Sailor Jerry?
I would rather drink Sailor Jerry than Still Reserve.
Still Reserve's a challenge.
Yes, Still Reserve is...
It's right up there with King Cobra.
Drink 12 Still Reserves and see if you're still alive,
Yeah, fuck that.
That's the challenge.
Drink 12 Still Reserves and try to like go to sleep with the worst heartburn that you ever had in your life.
No.
And fucking what is the exact like try drinking like pure chalk. Mm-hmm. Chalk at a liquid form, and you could not get rid of the heartburn that 211 causes.
The hangover from Still Reserves is like you got clotheslined by JBL in his prime.
I never drank enough Still Reserve at an old enough age to have a hangover from Still Reserve. Luckily, luckily,
no, fuck all that.
The
worst beer I ever drank was a King Cobra. That was fucking hideous.
I used to drink when I was in high school. I used to think it was cool all the time to drink malt liquor.
No,
malt liquor's terrible.
No, it's an instant fucking hangover, dude.
That's all it is.
Well, back in high school, I used to not. Well, you remember like when we were drinking, and like you would wake up the next morning, and I would come over, and you were like, "Dude, I'm fucking everything hurts." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine," and just like fucking waltz my way through the day.
His ass to be drinking 3 to every one that I'm drinking. The next morning, I'm waking up, I am fucking dead.
It's like
literally dying in the fucking bed, and he's bouncing, dude.
Dude, you've seen me roll
drink
around.
Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's what's in it. Malt liquor.
Really?
It's malt liquor. That's all it is,
dude.
With flavoring.
Back whenever Mike's Hard Lemonade come out, Jack Daniels come out with a whole fucking line of like lemonade things.
Oh yeah, they still have them.
Yeah, and I remember
I've never drank any of them.
We were teenagers. We got a bunch of that shit fucking cheap. And our dumbass is walking right down Main Street here. We walked down this fucking road. Matter of fact, we ended up partying at the house across the fucking road over here. And we were leaving them fucking bottles on the fucking sidewalk the whole way. And it's 1,000 wonders we didn't get busted, dude, because on the way to the fucking party, we slammed, like, all of us slammed, like, fucking 8 of them goddamn things.
Because they just taste like fucking fruity.
Yeah, it's a fucking...
The sugar kills your stomach. You can feel the diarrhea.
God damn it.
You can just feel it.
Dude, we drank, like, fucking boxes of that shit. I mean, just walking up here and then got to the party and was just fucking drinking vodka and all kinds of shit. That's back in the days whenever people didn't mind teenagers fucking having a party.
Yeah.
You know?
Nowadays it would cause World War IV.
Shit. There was, dude, I bet there was 30.
GTA 5.
There was like 35 fucking teenagers. All of us in high school. All, like, one entire fucking class.
Dude, one time I was
there at that fucking party.
One time I was in Dresden, and me and 2 other buddies, we were out walking past midnight, and the fucking cops stopped us. We were just fucking walking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, let alone, like, we were like, dude, we didn't do anything wrong. And they're like, all right, boys, we're going to make sure you get home because it's past curfew. And I'm like, this is America.
I had a cop ask me if I needed a ride.
Dude, no, we didn't.
He just pulled up. He was like, something wrong.
Yeah, again, Dresden PD is a bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah,
so.
I like your days, though. That's when people could go to parties and have unprotected sex and love it. And love every second of it.
And not worry about AIDS.
And not worry about AIDS and not have a baby.
Fucking.
It's just girls you just wouldn't pull out and they wouldn't get pregnant.
Oh, bullshit.
No, they were just better bred back then. But now the steroids and chicken, they're getting pregnant.
Well,
it doesn't even make sense.
You brought up AIDS.
AIDS?
Did you hear about who?
Charlie Sheen.
Yes. Charlie Sheen.
From a transgender.
What?
He got it from a transgender.
He fucked traps.
You're kidding me.
Dude, he wasn't bisexual, he was bi-wanting. He fucked everybody.
I knew he was in 2.5 Men, but goddamn.
Dude, I was listening to Rush Limbaugh, like, the Friday before he came, said that he had AIDS.
Yeah. And
Rush was like talking about how like there's an A-list star in his 50s who fucks both men and women, who is like what is it that the fucking half goat dude from Greek myth?
Pan.
He was like one of them. And he's been hiding the fact that he's had AIDS for years. And when Rush was saying all this, I was like, Charlie Sheen? And then, like, it came out on Monday when he was on the Today Show with Matt Lauer, and I was like, Rush fucking Limbaugh, right again, 99.8% of the time.
He made it on the Family Guy, so you know he's legit.
He's legit. If you make it on the Family Guy, you're legit.
He was on Simpsons, too. Remember Gus Baker?
Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been on South Park yet.
They haven't made fun of him yet.
Well, not yet.
No, not yet.
He doesn't do anything for you to make fun of him, really.
Yeah,
beyond the
Family Guy didn't make fun of him.
Take dope until you go fucking deaf.
Yeah,
take dope until you go deaf, and then get caught in an airport with Viagra bottles that don't have your name on them.
Which, why the hell do you need? You don't need
a prescription for boner pills.
Exactly.
Boners are natural things that happen, and if you need a little help getting a boner.
Tell me about it. The fucking guard should have looked in the bag and go, huh, okay.
Rush Limbaugh boner pills, that's fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of boner, did you see that shit that came out about Johnny Morrison?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, Melina posted on Twitter his prescription for boner pills, and this guy's like 35 maybe.
John Morrison, the guy that pretty much got snubbed by the WWE. And
yes.
For not wanting to shake Snooki's hand. For boner pills.
We're on Twitter, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah,
Melina did it.
Well, dude, if I had the ability to like get a hold of boner pills and like I was gonna like be boning, like why not? Like you can't say that you wouldn't take boner pills.
I have taken boner pills. I was 16 ordering Vimax and...
Wait a minute, you were 16 taking boner pills?
Yeah, what was it?
Dude, when I was 16, my dick never went limp. It never.
No, I didn't do it for that. I was doing it for the extra bonuses, man. It was just awesome.
Oh, well,
because you could literally
you could masturbate for like hours on end.
Yes, hours on end.
Because he wasn't getting laid back then.
That's when I didn't have sex because I was too religious to have sex.
You're shitting me.
No joke. I wouldn't have sex. I had so many girls throw themselves at me in high school, and I wouldn't have sex because I was so religious. But then I just put it aside and just started having sex in college. But the thing is that I could have got laid more in high school than I did in college.
Fuck.
But I'm still somewhere between 15 and 20 now.
But
I've lost count.
I couldn't imagine taking you back in time to like my time.
Oh, God.
And the kid in school, I'm not going to have sex because I'm religious and Jesus will be mad at me. Do you know how badly we'd have beat your ass just for your own good?
Dresden,
I mean, seriously, we'd have been like, look.
Dresden, there was like quite a few guys that were doing that, and all the girls that said they wanted to do that were like, fuck it anyway.
Yeah, but
they were getting fucked in the ass.
Dude, they weren't getting fucked in the ass, they were just taking it vaginally.
That's what I'm saying.
There's one girl who got fucked in the ass, whose name I won't mention.
Text it to me.
Okay.
I knew plenty of girls got fucked in the ass back in high school.
Because she wouldn't have sex vaginally. In college, she started getting fucked in the ass.
Was it that one that you finger banged?
No.
Okay.
Wasn't a girl I ever met.
I'm saying, though, with a kid like that, we'd have fucking beat the shit out of you for your own good. Went and found like the skankiest hoe we could find in the school.
And then, like, just throw her on.
Yeah, and just ply her ass with some liquor and say, do that boy a fucking favor. You know?
Dude. You were full. No, you're full of shit.
No shit. In college, she's getting fucked in the ass because she wouldn't take it vaginally. She's trying to save herself.
Now, but not in high school.
Was she Catholic or something, or?
No.
Dude, she hit my dad's, my dad had, like, borrowed one of his buddy's trucks. And it was like the very last parent-teacher conference I ever went to. And this girl, this girl fucking, she was texting and driving, and she barely bumped my dad's truck, and like, she started crying, okay? And like, she was like the nicest, dude, I seen her a couple of months ago when I went to Sammy's.
Yeah, it happens.
Dude.
Wait a minute.
No, it's not her.
Oh,
it's not her. Yeah, because I told her about the girl. You remember whose dad was transgender?
Oh yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
We went to this restaurant.
Oh, dude.
And he's sitting there waiting for his order and shit. And this chick walks in, you know, and the whole time he's sitting there just kind of.
It took me a minute to recognize who she was. And then
you talking about the hot one?
No, the one with the fucked up nose and the weird chin. The one who you finger banged and popped her cherry, and she was like obsessed with you. She still kind of is. Yeah, dude, have you seen her lately?
I hit the Asian. Oh, she doesn't even live here anymore.
Dude, bullshit, dude. She was in fucking.
Yeah, she was just down for a little bit.
But dude, like, I can't believe if I got lucky and saw her, then dude, she is like fell off the wagon. She was wearing short shorts too, with cellulite hanging out.
So would you have like a surprise Gump Ape sighting or something?
It was.
Well, dude, he was fucking trying to keep from cracking up. He was
her face though.
Yeah, he was just sitting there. He was just sitting there, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know, I'm looking around, and he kept going like, "Wait till we're outside."
Dude, she looks like her love handles look like someone like tried to squeeze too much meat into a sausage casing.
That's exactly what she looked like.
Ooh,
like there was no curvature at all, except for like in the places that she didn't want there to be curvature. Yeah. Her tits got bigger.
Yeah, but she was ass from like fucking tits to ankle.
By the way,
you need to try to see her. By the way,
see those.
All those dude.
No.
I bet it's inverted nipples. There's a hot porn star named Siri something, like how you spell the iPhone app, and she has really big titties, inverted nipples,
like craters.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Like, it's super weird because you're like, yeah, she's got some big old tits, and then like zoom in on some nipple, and they like.
Wouldn't you like want to squeeze on them titties to see if the fucking nipple pop out like him? You
remember
the little
like the stress thing where
the clown, you know, you squeeze him and his fucking eyeballs pop out.
Oh gosh.
Inverted nipples.
I've ventured away from I take what I can get concept because it's only done me dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty deeds, the
die.
lifestyle that I lived by in past tense, I had to quit because it just got ridiculous.
I don't know. The S10 still has dirty deeds plastered across the back on it.
About a week ago, I was banging this fat chick.
Always a great start to
doing
a story.
Dirty deeds. And she was so insecure with herself that she would not ride me. And I said, ride me. And what she did was she got on top of me and mashed my junk down. Okay, my junk was mashed down. And she started riding me and getting off. And I was like, whoa.
Ow,
it's not even inside of you. That hurts. She said, that's good enough. That's good enough. And I was like, oh my gosh. I could not do this anymore. That was a defining moment of my life.
And you laughed at my ass that time about fucking the fat girl.
I cannot.
You rode my ass about fucking that fat girl.
Raped.
Yeah, I got
Funny.
See, all right. Now it's time for my fucking fat chick story.
If you've got a chick though, your shit has done come out, and she's just grinding on anything, and she won't get up. You got raped.
Wait a second. Where's this girl
from? You got
from?
raped too.
Please don't
join
tell me
the
this
club.
Girl was from Martin. Please don't tell me this girl was from Martin.
No.
Okay. Back in March, I took quite a few trips over to the dorms because I did the dirty deeds thing and started talking to a girl on like one of those fucking stupid fucking dating apps.
Probably Plenty of Fish.
It was Plenty of Fish.
Oh gosh,
no,
I'm
he's
on it right now.
Don't let him fool you.
I was on
Grindr.
Grindr. I was looking for hot guys under over 50. Male otters.
Wanted some man bear pig on man bear pig action.
I wanted to fuck Santa. Is what happened. But
and be his ho ho ho.
So,
all right. On Plenty of Fish, this fucking girl messages me, and of course, like I could tell right away that she had the fat girl angles, and I would have fucked a brick if I had enough lubricant on it at the time.
Yeah.
And
fuck a snake if you could catch it.
And I had just gotten off work, and it was probably around 8 o'clock at night, and this is when I was training to take the route system that I had for a while over. And this is back to when I drove the terrestrial shit wagon, and met her at like the parking lot of Wendy's. So you know it's gonna be a great time. That she is a wholesome girl.
Oh yeah.
And
hey, I like a cheap date, man.
Oh yeah, I do too. But she hopped out of the car and she was about twice the size of what I expected.
Oh.
I'd still fuck a brick at this moment. And like I kept making dirty jokes the entire time I was around her. And then all of a sudden, like we went back to her dorm room and like she lost the remote to her television. And so it never left Cartoon Network.
So y'all did Netflix and chill?
We did Cartoon Network and chill. We did Adult Swim and chill. What happened was she starts, blowing me. And I know this girl has probably been fucked by 100 guys before. And so I just do what any normal person would do in this situation. I grab her by the head. This was the story that you censored, by the way.
Which we're going to have to censor this motherfucker again.
I hope not.
I'm going to this sumbitch with an axe. You know
This story deserves to be told. I want to get this story out so fucking bad. But I grab her.
Closet.
I grab her by the head, the back of the head of the hair, and I split that fucker like it was the hairline on one of the little rascals. And I start ramming like my junk as far down into her throat as I possibly can, to the point to where she digs her elbows into my knees to get me to stop. Right?
Should have punched in the fucking nuts.
Is what should have happened. But eventually she sets up, and fat girls, like fat dudes are lazy, right? Fat chicks are not only lazy, but they're also selfish too.
Also very strong.
Yeah, also
very fucking strong.
Also very strong.
You would know.
Yes.
But Sick Nasty was my mentor in the back of my head, like throughout this entire time. And It was like the evil Sith like talking. It's like, yes, do it.
Do it.
and so she eventually gets to the point in where she was like, I'm tired of blowing you. I want you to put it in me. She had been like working on it for like 20 fucking minutes. Okay.
Good lord.
Yeah. Like
shit. The longest BJ I ever got one time was all the fucking Inagata Vita. This was only like 17 minutes.
This was probably like
fuck. I thought I achieved something.
This was like a 20 to a 30-minute blowjob. So, like, this is me just like not being able to come for whatever fucking reason.
Because you're fucking a fat cow.
Yeah. Because I'm fucking with something with more rolls than me.
Ugh.
And
it smells funny.
Yeah,
fat girls always smell funny.
Dude, it always fucking smells weird. And
pungent cantaloupe. Pungent cantaloupe.
Don't ruin
in the
cantaloupe.
summertime.
Don't ruin cantaloupe
in the summertime.
I love me a muskmelon.
But she gets to the point to where like, all right, she's on her back, and she's okay. She's like, I want it in me, and I'm like, I don't have a condom. Anyway, I put it in. And this is literally like 2 pump chump, right? Because I'm like so worked up. I pull it out and like I thought I was just like gonna come on her belly. As soon as like I saw like that again, like my head and fucking lost it. And I was like, fuck it, put it back in again, raw dogging, right? Stupidest shit, ever, right? Stupidest shit ever. He's over here about to give me a fucking pep rally. I finally worked it up again, and like my dick at this moment is like, how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Like, it's looking back at me and shit, and it fucking hates me.
I have been defiled, good sir.
My dick talks to me too.
Oh yeah, mine has too.
I pull out, and it smacks her in the forehead, smacks her in the glasses, upper lip, tits, all the way down to like her thigh. As
Kevin Smith puts it, face, neck, and chest.
Face, neck, chest, tits, stomach,
headboard, wall, television.
Everything. I'm just firing away.
Fucking woolly water bug.
She's like, what kind of guy comes on a girl's face?
A very lucky one.
Well, I rest my face against the wall, like that's like next to her bed, and lean the rest of my upper body against it, and start laughing so hard I'm damn near having a convulsion, like I'm losing oxygen here, like I'm gonna stroke out. And the entire time she starts laughing, like clean up her glasses. It's not funny. It's not funny.
As I'm looking in the window.
Yeah. From a 3rd-story dorm.
Yes.
He's floating there like fucking Dracula.
I'm there. I'm always there in spirit.
He was actually behind me in the room just cheering me on. He had like one of those like fake blowhorns that like cheerleaders. So I was like, fuck her ass! Fuck her ass!
Oh gosh, her ass hasn't been clean in 2 weeks. We want to. Ooh. Fat girl anal's the worst anal.
Oh my god.
Oh. It's
I don't want to
never
go
stop
there.
fucking eating. It's just like a cycle of like mouth to ass.
Oh, it's so gross.
Ugh.
Or ass to mouth, however you want to fucking put it.
Fat girl fucked. She said she was bragging about how clean she was. Had the same fat girl smell. It was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was just.
Like no matter how clean they get. Dude, like, as soon as they put on clothes and, like, are out of the shower for 20 minutes, it's over, man.
Yeah,
it's over.
Trust me, I've fucking come across that fucking aroma.
Ugh.
Now, let me tell you.
Many times I count on my hands. I'm counting on my toes.
Mm-hmm. Just wait till you open a girl's legs, look down, and that some bitch is full of cottage cheese.
I've had that.
Dude, fucking just repellent. You know, it's fucking garlic to the vampire. Just as soon as you see that, it's like, oh, fuck no.
Just fuck it.
Oh.
I know he didn't.
I did.
In the words of Dean Ambrose's famous promo as John Moxley, I'm just a sick guy.
He hit it.
He hit it.
He
fucked it.
You churned them curds, didn't you?
I've done some sick things.
Yeah.
Here on, it seems like a confession hour. Really.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes on.
And we had such a great episode going, talking about Fallout and Thanksgiving, and a good standard episode.
We will probably have to like shot the beginning off of this one.
I don't even know what the hell to do with this, man.
We need to put it out there.
I might just slap it down, just say fuck it. Here
it is. Here it goes. And all right, I noticed like your frat buddies were like making fun of you on Twitter or something, but yet again they're both like private accounts.
No, they were making fun of both of us about the podcast, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah?
And, no, they were just trolling hard.
Yeah, they always troll.
That's what they do, is troll.
His frat brothers are a bunch of like failed trolls. And one of them thinks that he knows wrestling when I was able to call like an entirety of like 3 pay-per-views.
Yeah, blows me away to sit and watch wrestling with him. I don't watch wrestling. But he's sitting there fucking calling it every step. What's going to happen? What's going to be next?
Both.
Yeah, when we watched Money in the Bank.
Wrestling.
Did he tell you about one of the last pay-per-views?
Fucking SummerSlam.
You told me on the phone.
The ending of SummerSlam that made me like fucking cancel my WWE Network subscription.
I thought he was going to stroke the fuck out, dude. He started. I mean, he was goddamn near foaming.
We went to Raw Monday in Nashville, and it was terrible.
Dude,
what's going on? Sheamus is champion right now.
I saw the Bleacher Report.
The worst thing that can happen is everybody's out. They have no guy anymore. Dolph Ziggler's dead. His career's done.
Because he said one fucking thing.
He's never going to get pushed.
About Randy Orton.
I've stopped cheering for Ziggler because I know he's not getting pushed no matter what.
It's the same way with Cesaro.
Cesaro will never get a push. Cesaro will never be champ. Dolph Ziggler will never be champ again. He's going to quit and do comedy. Ziggler is. And
with Colt Cabana?
No, just...
He needs to do a Colt Cabana.
Stand up and... But the worst thing in wrestling right now... Yeah, because
that's what I think of. When I think of wrestling, I think stand-up comedy.
When I see Colt Cabana, I think about both at the same time.
Well, yeah, but how the fuck does that go together? I don't see it.
It's like how rock stars want to secretly be... What is it thing that... Rock stars secretly want to be comedians. And comedians secretly want to be rock stars.
Who the fuck doesn't want to be a rock star, man?
I'm working on it, but it's failing miserably.
But yet again, somehow the wrestling world just translates better into becoming a comedian than anything else. And like, look at Mick Foley. Mick Foley is
Dolph
Ziggler, Colt Cabana, Roddy Piper on his podcast had...
I'll give it to him. Piper was funny as fuck. His podcast is fucking hilarious.
Jim Duggan is hilarious to listen to him talk. Yeah. Like anyone who has a story to tell, and like it's been fucked up.
Yeah, but I'm talking about stand-up comedian, you know?
What's stand-up most of the time now?
Well, telling stories.
Yeah. Like, look at Doug Stanhope. Like, that whole scenario we were talking about, like, fucking the football player in the ass, like running on the field and just like fucking raping him in front of everybody because
crowd screaming
fuck his ass.
Yeah, folks, if you ain't never seen that routine, fucking go look it up.
Go look it up now.
Look it up.
That anything Gilbert Godfrey did on a roast is absolutely hilarious.
Fucking Gilbert Godfrey in anything.
Yeah. Well, there's been a couple of movies where it's been kind of shit, but
Aladdin.
You know, I seen...
Aladdin.
I seen a case of a comedian. You know, sometimes comedians borrow from other people.
Yeah.
I saw the weirdest fucking borrowing of material ever in my fucking life. All right? Fucking Louis Anderson, all right, was fucking doing Richard Pryor shit. And at first he told this joke, all right? And I'm like, I fucking know I've heard that joke. I know I've heard that fucking joke. He's ripping it off. It was a good day later. I was watching a fucking Pryor routine, and Pryor told that fucking joke. And I'm like, you are not only you ripping off Richard Pryor's shit, you're ripping off shit that's fucking 30 years old.
Dude.
You know?
Well, comedians say that there's like hardly any original ideas in their bits.
I agree, you know. I mean, they do borrow, but
with music now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't I'm taking his idea and kind of working on it and twisting it a little, making it my own thing. That was a straight fucking ripoff.
Yeah. Carlos Mencia caught a bunch of shit for doing the same thing with because he did the exact same fucking bit that Bill Cosby did. And by bit that Bill Cosby did, I'm not talking about roofing somebody. Right?
Roman Reigns sucks. I just have to say that I'm so mad they're pushing this fucker. They're pushing him to the sky. I'm so disgruntled. I was thinking about it and I just said, motherfucker.
What has me disgruntled right now is the latest WWE game.
You got it?
Yeah,
I have it too.
It's almost unfucking playable, isn't it?
It's terrible.
It's so fucking hard. Dude, I almost like I have video game rage.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am mellow all the other time. There's like video game rage is the one thing that pisses me off the most.
Yeah.
And I about snapped after paying, $50 for this video game. I snapped the disc in half.
Should wait till Black Friday, man. I got it for $29.99.
Dude, I was about to go to Black Friday and I asked
No, all you had to do was just show them the ad and they would have ad matched it. That's what I did.
Oh, I didn't have any of that.
I ain't going to no Black Friday bullshit.
No.
Fuck
I worked
everything.
it.
Oh, you did?
It was terrible.
Oh, my God. Well, you heard about what happened at Wally World, trying to remember what state. There was some guy who opened the fucking doors.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a video.
Yeah, and they fucking stampeded him.
I think they said this was the bloodiest Black Friday they've ever had.
It's fucking stupid. It is fucking stupid that people allow themselves to get so worked up over material fucking things. I mean, honestly, dude. The holidays are supposed to be about your family. It's supposed to be about being thankful. All this bullshit. No! Fucking deals. You're not actually getting a deal, you dumbasses.
I didn't get a deal the entire day on Black Friday. I went out and paid full price for everything that I got.
Yeah.
Because those are the things that I planned on getting in the first place. As anyone should fucking do.
What I'm saying, I've actually thought about it, doing like you see some in videos, where you wait till fucking Black Friday, see all the people in the fucking lines, and you go driving past them with a bullhorn telling them just how goddamn retarded and selfish they are.
Well,
have you seen the videos of people doing that?
But it's so fucking stupid because not only are they doing all of this, but they have the possibility of going to jail for anything they fucking do while they're doing this. Everyone acts a goddamn fool. The deals aren't that good. You can get deals better than half this shit.
Sounds like my life.
Oh, well, yeah. It's
I can go to jail. Deals ain't that good.
Deals aren't
definitely
that good.
not.
I mean, people going to the nuts to the point. This is not a new thing. Even Kevin Smith on one of his fucking podcasts talked about it. That his mother lost a fucking baby due to that shit. That she went to some big sale and got knocked over or something, and made her fucking have a miscarriage. I would kill a son of a bitch in the middle of a store for that. You imagine if you was with your woman and she's pregnant and some guy did that to her.
It's so retarded.
It is.
People are going to be it's endless consumerism bullshit.
Yeah.
And I love the capitalist system. I think I love the capitalist system to death. Free market capitalism is the best way that you can ever possibly have an economy on the face of anything.
It's the only thing that works.
Until we have a cashless society that doesn't have to work anymore and humans can sit around picking their nose all day and playing video games. And when we're supposed to be out creating art and bettering humanity, that's what the fuck that I'm going to do if I'm ever
fuck that.
that.
They're going to be looking at porn and trolling.
Fuck that. Send that dude to Mars, build a Firefly spaceship, go colonize other planet. I don't want to be here on Earth, scratching my nuts, playing video games, debating on whether or not I want to be turned into a Ghost in the Shell robot so I can have time to complete them all, and then finally disconnect myself from the system and put a bullet in my own brain because I've done beat everything on the face of the planet.
And I will be the one, while you're doing all this shit, I'm the one that's getting into Firefly and saying, fuck you all.
Fuck this planet.
I'm out.
Put me in a cryogenic time chamber and I'll, as soon as that shit happens...
They're working on it right now.
They let me out of it. I'm going to hope for the world that I'll step out into right now. I just
read an article on it.
Yeah, well, you heard, speaking of that very kind of thing, dude, they got fucking lasers now that can freeze shit.
They're working on uploading people's consciousness in the cyborg body.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, and putting your human brain in the robot.
Yeah.
And then just editing the cells when they get old with new cells. They're working on it right now. They said it'll be ready in 3 decades. It's not that long.
Yeah, I seen a thing a while back.
54.
They were saying that there's a child alive right now that they think is going to live to be 1,000 years old. Just the way science is going, a kid alive right now will live to be 1,000.
So it'll be like Lazarus.
Yeah, but kind of worse than what Lazarus. You know, have you ever read Time Enough for Love?
No,
he doesn't read.
Oh,
Ask him about the book that Shawn Michaels did.
I did read that.
Well, you should read it, dude. This is
that's terrible.
Let's put it this way: this is one of the books you should take time to read, even though it's that fucking thick. All right, it's about a man that lives to be like fucking 1,800 years old, and his life, all the way from being born like in fucking 1914, all the way up to where he's discovered like hundreds of planets, colonized shit, created the star drive to take people into the universe. And he talks about that shit, rejuvenation clinics, and, you know, it's a good story.
When was it made?
1978, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's when he wrote it. Somewhere late 70s, maybe early 80s.
The thing is, people in the 60s and 70s were pretty spot on at predicting things. Whereas one error they made was they thought we'd be way far ahead than what we are now.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff they came up with, you know, we're behind.
Like
you fucking A, we are.
Well, the Star Trek communicators, we're just finally get those within the past, like, everyone's starting to use them within the past, like, 10 years?
Well, there's
5 years for them to be even more advanced.
What's killing us now is our politicians are putting the stop on the science. We should have colonized Mars. Mm-hmm. We should have had a man go to Mars already.
Yeah.
That was the goal. I read that in an article in 2003.
By
2012, we were going to Mars. It went.
And now it's what, 2030? Maybe?
When we landed on the moon in 1968, was it?
Yeah.
When we landed on the moon in 1968, they said by the end of the 90s... 69. They said that by the end of the 90s that we were going to have a colony on Mars. And a moon base already set up.
Yeah.
Well, the 70s came and went.
Yeah.
The Lord God himself, Stanley Kubrick, already showed you what a space station that could support life would look like with the treadmill that goes all the way around the fucking room.
Yeah.
And fucking you had HAL 9000, and you had a whole bunch of other shit, an obelisk that was going to make us all smart, the space baby, and none of that shit happened. And that was supposed to happen in 2001. I got shit 14 years.
I've been alive longer than you have. I've felt fucked my whole life. I mean, fuck,
Were
man.
you raped your whole life?
By fat girls.
Yeah, by fat girls.
They finally have a flying car now that works.
Well, it's an airplane car. It's not like the
yeah,
flying
it's
car
basically an airplane.
Yeah,
it's in a History Channel.
Yeah, it's like a drone.
It's not the car that we were all promised that had the magical hover.
Yeah, I want my motherfucking hoverboard. My Mattel fucking hot pink hoverboard.
They have those, but it's like you have to be in a special surface.
Yeah.
And it like hovers and...
Yeah, and
but
costs
it's like an electromagnetic
$20,000.
base you have to be on, you know?
They don't count.
They don't count. They're not like legitimate Back to the Future
When
shit.
I was a kid, I used to float fucking magnets over each other. You know, try to press two magnets together where they float.
Yeah.
I knew that shit when I was a kid, and that didn't cut it even when I was a child. If you'd have handed me, maybe a toy car that I could push across the floor and it hovered that way, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But as soon as I stepped on it and that motherfucker went flat to the floor, I'd have been like, nope, take your shit back to the workshop and fucking rebuild it.
Make it better.
Make it better.
That reminds me, I just watched finally the Mermaid documentaries.
What?
Have y'all seen them yet?
The fake ones?
No, the real ones.
There ain't no motherfucking mermaids.
Yeah, I don't think it's real.
Hell no, there ain't no
Dude,
mermaids.
it just made me think, man. How are fish in the middle of the ocean around no people getting spears in them?
Because fuck you, dolphin! And fuck you, whale!
I've seen a deer get shot and run the fuck off, and people can't track it 3 hours after walking. They're still finding blood spots.
Yeah.
There's been guys shot in wars walk fucking 50 miles back to the back lines, and live.
So I don't think mermaids are real.
Maybe these fish are getting speared. They take off in the fucking ocean, you know what I mean? Just keep swimming. And they get caught way the hell down the line.
Like a Leopleurodon?
Yeah. Ain't you ever caught a fish and he had other hooks and shit in his mouth?
No, but I'm just saying, like, the spears aren't the spears that we're using. Mm-hmm. They're just weird.
Couldn't they be spears that were laying in the bottom of the ocean? And
primeval spears.
Yeah.
But it happens so often, though. They find these fish.
Shit floats.
Maybe Atlantis was really fucking big,
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them old spears laying at the bottom of the ocean. You know?
I don't know. That documentary just gave me, like, I was like, oh, man.
We've both been in cryptozoology probably longer than we've known each other.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I've been in it a long time. If mermaids are fucking real, that's the shit.
Remember that one website we used to go to all the time? We're like, dude, look at this.
Yeah. We're like, look at this new animal, bro.
We're fucking cryptozoology.com.
We always end up with the Fiji mermaid, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh. The first time I saw that, like, I have a really bad fear of deep sea creatures.
Yeah,
like
me
just looking at them just grosses me out. The first time I saw that, dude, it was like the first time I ever heard backmasking.
Yeah,
where I just threw my headphones. I was like, no, fuck this.
You talking about like fish torso and then human?
No, it's like a monkey top.
Yeah,
and it was all dried up like a mummy.
Oh yeah, that was scary. I've seen those. They were talking about those kind of mermaids.
Yeah, they were like supposed to be like a foot or two long.
Dude, the mermaids they were talking about in the documentaries are scary. They look like gray aliens with like fish bottoms because they were in the ocean. They were what they were. They showed these scary looking apes that we supposedly came from going into the water like with black lips and everything, and then they were like sleeked looking human things. They were just creepy. It was scary, dude.
Well, yeah, the idea is that a primate race went back to the ocean like the way the whale did.
The whale, yeah.
See,
they used to be something like a fucking elephant.
It looked like it. No, it was a wolf. It was like a wolf.
They were a big creature though.
They were like a big wolf is what they were.
Most primate races, they don't swim at all. Yeah. And that's what makes it even more far-fetched. If an orangutan falls in the water, more likely that fucker's gonna drown.
Oh yeah.
Like a gorilla doesn't get near water because it'll fucking drown.
Yeah.
Because they can't swim. Like to me, and that's deep evolutionary. Like us being able to swim is because we have abstract thought and we're able to be like, oh yeah, buoyancy, and then we start doing math on the side of a tree with a stick. And
yeah. Well, that math was probably the stomach grumbling to the point. He's like, I don't give a fuck if I die in this river. I got to get to that food on the other side, you know? And you fucking risk your ass. Of course, then the smarter monkey come along and said, fuck you, I'm throwing a log in and hang on to that son of a bitch.
And then the other, smarter
invented the fucking boat.
and then the even smarter monkey was going on. It's like, I'm going to throw a stick at that thing in the water there so I don't have to go all the way over there.
And then the
even smarter monkey was like, I'm going to tie a rope on that. And I want to catch me one of those fuckers so I don't have to waste so many sticks.
And then another one said, fuck it, I'm knocking this tree over and I'm just going to walk across this son of a bitch.
And then an even dumber one named Gucci Mane made a rap song. And then humanity died.
Was it Gucci Mane or was it 2 Chainz when humanity died? Actually, I think it starts even earlier than that. I think it was Lil Wayne that killed humanity.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard he's gay, like legitimately gay. Birdman came out and said, Lil Wayne's gay. Playboy? Playboy?
Hanging out with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
God. But yeah, like no matter how much top tier, really good rap music I listen to, in the back of my head, they're like, Lil Wayne is the thing, you know that, right? I'm like that guy that rhymes the N-word with the N-word.
All I can say is Diet Word and Aesop Rock. That's throwing a little Jack Parrow, and I'm fucking happy. You know,
Aesop Rock, all of the Wu-Tang Clan.
All right, yeah, some Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang affiliate.
I just listen to classic rock, but I do like old Eminem because he was funny as fuck.
Yeah. Old Eminem.
Old Eminem was the shit.
His first album sucks. His first solo album, I think it's called Infinite. If you go back and listen to that, it's just like, all right. When does it get good? And it's very stale, very basic, rap shit. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Dre apparently signed him off of listening to this album, and I'm like...
No, when Eminem came into himself and became Eminem and just, didn't give a fuck, I'm signed, and just started making the funny shit and the deep shit, like Stan.
Yeah.
He was good.
His whole first album, dude, it is... Yeah. I think there's, one good song on it.
When he was trying to be black and shit.
Yeah.
And... was doing that Detroit shit, and then when he just was like, fuck it, I'm Slim Shady, then he was just shit.
It was just after D12, was like, nah, we're not Wu-Tang anymore. And then, he was able to make, his album. And then, fuck, dude. I'm gonna go into a little bit of Wu history right now. I watched this Biggie Smalls documentary over the weekend in between like all of the video games that I fucking crammed in. And just all right, Born to Die has a song with Method Man on it. I love fucking Method Man. Method Man's great. I don't give a shit what anybody says. If they think he's a sold out actor like Ice Cube, fuck him. And then it seemed like after that album, Biggie Smalls was just like, nah, fuck Wu-Tang Clan. And I'm like, how are you gonna say fuck Wu-Tang Clan, especially at that time? Are you fucking stupid? Like, all the people in New York that were like, just like Brooklyn, Queens, all of them, they're just like, fuck it, we're not listening to Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
So most of Biggie Smalls' fucking listener base were people that were outside of New York City.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just got really angry over a topic that someone with a darker skin tone should have gotten angry about.
Yeah, I don't really care about the rap or the R&B. R&B is the shittiest type of music
It is.
ever created. It's so fucking
modern
bad.
R&B. And when you go back to the 70s and before,
That,
dude,
a lot of that was
more,
rock, man.
It's more soul
Yeah.
than it is anything.
And it's got the rock undertones. Like, when it was like rock, like them, those people were good, man. The music was good. It's
well,
pure.
I'm talking about R&B, like when you go back to
Marvin Gaye
Motown
shit.
kind of shit.
Oh,
I don't even call that R&B, honestly.
Yeah.
When I think R&B, I think of this shit today.
You mean like Drake
Yeah.
and
Plies or whatever.
why is it still making music?
I'm thinking of the shit
I don't
like
know.
I'm
I
thinking
don't
of the
know
shit
either.
that whenever I grew up, dude, like I said, it was Motown and fucking Stax Records, you know, from down in Memphis, and
when you get like the shitty mail order 45s that no one knows where they came from, and
Let me tell you.
back then that was the only way you could get that.
Oh my God.
yeah.
How shit has come full circle in my life. Remember how I used to get made fun of for being white?
Yeah.
Okay. This black guy, got mad at me and told me to stop trying so hard. He
What?
said, he said, dude, you're black with dreads and you fuck fat chicks from Walmart.
You're trying
And-
too hard to be black?
No, no, like, what
Is
he
that
said.
what he's trying to say?
He says, I need to stop trying so hard to be white and be black.
Why don't you just be your fucking self?
Yeah, no, like,
You know?
because I don't know this rapper. He named some rapper.
Oh.
Somebody called me Meek Mills. And I said,
Oh,
Meek Mills. And I said, who the fuck's Meek
I don't know
Mills?
who Meek Mills is either.
When I was getting roasted by these people, and I was like, I don't know who that is. And they were like, you're trying too fucking hard. You just need to be black. And they say I'm pretending to be white now. When I used to get made fun of for being white, now I'm just pretending to be white. And I'm like,
Be your fucking self.
yeah,
dude.
I'm just like, I'm just fucking, this is me. I don't know who Meek Mills is. Shit has come full circle in my life now. It's time to die.
Not time yet. No, it's not time yet.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't. Wow, you know.
You see?
I thought they were making fun of you for trying too hard to be black by fucking fat white chicks and
No.
working at Walmart. And
Now I'm trying too hard to be white. I'm trying to be white.
Tell him you're trying to be Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, something.
dude, if I had the money, the amount of money that Lenny Kravitz had,
Yeah.
holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care if he sucks ass or not now. And as a light skinned Bill Cosby, dude, I need to incorporate Bill Cosby references in more. I need to incorporate Slow Cosby.
Slow Cosby.
Slow
Yeah.
Cosby.
Slow Cosby.
Slow-
Wait a minute. Slow Cosby was supposed to be in love. Man.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Slow Cosby.
the fast hot Cosby. Hot Cosby.
That sounds way too much like hot coffee. It makes me think
I
of San
know.
Andreas. Oh my god.
Dude, the other day I actually fucking stopped on YouTube for a second because I seen some suggestions down the side, and one of them was an episode of the Cosby Show,
Dude.
and I tried to sit and watch it. I mean, I was like, I wonder what's it going to be like trying to watch this shit now.
Rape!
Yeah, and as soon as he come out with that little sweater doing the doo 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 doo, and I'm thinking, he has got roofies in all four of them fucking pockets. You know what I mean?
Dude, they had...
You're looking around the ground because the fucking tablets are falling out behind him, you know?
So I'm literally behind on everything,
Hold on a second.
as always. What did he do?
Hold on a second, I'll get to that. In FYE,
Uh-huh.
they had the entirety of the Cosby Show
Uh-huh.
30% off.
All Hulk Hogan shit's 30% off too.
Nice! Anyway, keep in up with wrestling, but not with Bill Cosby. All right, I got you. Anyway, Bill Cosby, there was like all those rape accusations that came out, and then finally he allowed for his lawyers to release court documents that said
from like 20 years ago.
Yeah, where he said that he had bought Quaaludes in the process of to have sex with people. So that could have mean that him and whoever took Quaaludes and wanted to bone, or that he slipped Quaaludes into someone's drink and then raped them.
But all these women are coming forward and saying, you know, like
they were raped.
They'd get around him. Next thing you know, they're fucked up on something they don't know. Wake up with their asshole hurting or something, you know? And the idea was that fucking Bill had been fucking bitches this way for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Just fucking knocking them out.
Bitches lie, though.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Men lie, women lie.
But he did.
Everybody lies.
He did admit though he was fucking like buying lewds to fucking have sex with women.
That, like I said, that can be one of two ways though.
Yeah.
And like
they were both getting fucked up on it, or
because like I mean, I know my Quaalude knowledge right now from The Wolf of Wall Street.
Me too. That movie was just shit.
That movie was legit, man. How Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio did not sweep award season with that movie.
Yeah.
Fucking
I watched that movie like at least once every 2 weeks.
Really?
Because it's the shit.
The Popeye scene.
Yeah.
Him laying on the ground, you know.
My favorite is just the Money Hum with Matthew McConaughey. Mm-hmm. Where he's just like fucked up, pop pills and shit. He's just like, come on, man. You know? That is shit.
You know, dude, could you imagine having that much money?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would be in Subway City, bitch. Not checking my bank account.
Every day it would be like,
you would own
Subway,
the Subway,
motherfucker.
And I ain't checked my bank account, baby.
I couldn't even imagine that concept, to be able to go to a place where I had to stop and check the bank account.
I'm in the hole right now. I owe so much fucking money for my old house. They're charging me,
well, you wrecked it.
For the damage. They're charging me more money past my deposit.
You wrecked it.
Wasn't my fault. It was my dog that wrecked it.
Yeah, but you're the one that had the dog there.
But it wasn't my fault. It was the bitch who wanted the dog there.
Then it's not your dog.
No, but it's my dog now. Oh. She left the dog, left the baby. You know, it's like a country song now. You left the dog.
The day my ex told me to pick up this baby.
She got the gold mine and I got the shaft.
Goddamn Jerry Reed.
She gave birth to the baby and just left him at the hospital, and Children's Services called me.
You're fucking kidding me.
This is how it happened. This is how it went down.
You can't have that bitch charged with abandonment of a child?
No, it's like a...
No, she was giving him up. She was giving him up.
I thought you meant like she just walked the fuck off.
Inside a fire station, inside a police department, inside any public place.
Like a church or something?
Inside of a church, and at a hospital.
Yeah.
Or like places where it is legal to leave...
That's ridiculous, dude.
And I just now got custody of them legally, finally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
so
good thing, dude.
Yeah.
Now you have control, you know?
It's rough raising a baby, though.
I'm sure.
It is rough. I'm the most unfit parent ever, I feel like.
No, shit's gonna change for you, dude.
Just in the back of my head, it's like, get high, get high, get high. Fuck a bitch, fuck a bitch, fuck a bitch. Still.
See, but these are normal dad things, though.
Yeah. And I gotta turn it off and just be like, oh, man.
See, eventually when you get older, you can, like, have him bring you a beer, and it'll all be good. Like, you can sit down and, like, share some wrestling with your son.
Yeah.
Like you would be able to experience, like, you could give your son these experiences that you wish you could have with your dad.
But now I'm old because I'm wearing Wranglers, cowboy boots, camouflage jacket.
And that's totally fine. like
and I probably drank coffee.
Like, no shit. You can like sit down with your son, watch some Monday Night Raw, right? You sit down with your boy and just be like, and you're like, and that move is what we call suplex, and then like do all that kind of awesome shit.
He's gonna be smarky as shit. It's just gonna be ridiculous because everybody's gonna be at daycare. Oh man, you see what John Cena did last night? John Cena sucks.
John Cena.
John Cena sucks.
And he'll throw a block or a race car at that kid, and then Dirty Deeds him.
Dirty Deeds.
Dirty Deeds him right
the
there.
old school Dirty Deeds before he ripped Mick Foley off.
And then do a package pile driver on the next kid.
That's the shit my father used to do with me, like showing me moves and stuff when I was a kid. And this boy's a figure 4. Ah, fuck!
we learned how to do all that shit on my own. Like me and my buddy, Jason, we used to fucking do like legit figure 4s on each other. That sucked ass.
It hurt.
And then remember that one time we took Frog McPool, and you had him in the camel clutch, and I had him in a sharpshooter.
I thought I had him in the Walls of Jericho. That was always my signature. And you put him in the camel clutch.
How did this?
No, you did a crippler crossfade.
Oh yeah, I did do a.
And I did the Walls of Jericho. No, I didn't do the Walls of Jericho. I did the Lion Tamer.
Yeah.
On him.
Yeah.
Which like, not a Boston Crab.
Dude, we were trying to break this kid in half.
Not a Boston Crab. It's straight up arching of the back when your neck's tucked underneath.
Now think about it. Think of all the joy you get when you talk wrestling. All right, I've seen a difference in you just now. You start talking wrestling, you light up. You do, man.
Yeah.
Both of you do. Both
we light up.
We do.
We're gay.
No.
You are so good to me. Billy and Chuck.
Oh, God!
Worst angle ever.
But what I'm saying.
No, Katie Vick.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, though, dude, we've been wanting for you to maybe be interested in it. When you talk wrestling, I can tell you love it. All right.
Hate it.
hate. It's a hate level.
We want your ass on the radio doing this shit. Like seriously, man. Once a month.
Yeah, cheappopwrestling.com. I don't know if we can use it anymore because Mick Foley calls his show stand up cheap pop.
We'll find something we can use. Like eventually it'll come
cheap
to you.
Pod.
Like, yeah. Well, we're
think about making a podcast. You call it
cheap pop was good though because I had the logo of like this figurehead blowing up a balloon, blowing up some bubble gum. It looked good.
Well, you can still use cheap pod.
Yeah.
Well, it's more of one to be a wrestling news site. And to like
yeah, but
there's just too many wrestling podcasts at the moment. It's overinflated.
It's a little bit too saturated for that. Like I was thinking like even the independent side is fucking full. Like if you could have like a good legitimate news source.
How about a weekly wrap up? You know, like a 15, 20 minute thing.
The only thing that would fail with cheap pop is I cannot watch TNA.
No, I
can't force myself to watch TNA. You would have to get
someone else to watch TNA because TNA is god fucking awful.
It's so hard to even find it now. They're moving to some network I've never heard of now.
They were on like a network that I didn't hear about until like my parents got Dish Network or something.
No, it's like some off the chart kind of network they're going to.
This was like USA HD.
No.
It wasn't USA, but it was like.
It's legitimately like
America,
the Discovery Channel, Americana something, I think.
Like it's got some other shows on it. Like my dad watches every car show ever invented on Saturday and Sunday, and like one of them comes on like Destination America.
Destination America.
Yeah, they were almost kicked off of that.
And ROH, they're booted. Like they're getting a new network that they're not making money off of.
Yeah, our ROH
they're not
was
getting
there
paid
on
anymore.
Destination America. ROH is fucking great, by the way.
ROH is great.
If anyone like wants to actually watch real wrestling, they can watch ROH or New Japan Pro because that's all I watch now.
Because Raw's
shitty. Like the product of WWE, my entire life has been like an abused wife that can't leave her husband.
He really did. Like so that last fucking pay-per-view.
Fucking SummerSlam, man.
I thought you was gonna break shit and fucking just lose.
Dude,
your
I heard
mind.
Survivor Series was even worse, and like really? I came
worse than some fucking TV announcer asshole. What's his?
Oh yeah, because they actually did shit in Survivor Series that mattered for the rest of the year.
Oh, I was about to say with this, I remember it was Jon Stewart or some goddamn
it was Jon Stewart.
Yeah, that fucking faggot out there running around.
Yeah,
I'm not into wrestling, and that made my brain just fucking form a
dude.
knot.
I have not even seen the Kevin Steen Cesaro match that came on after that.
It was good.
I bet it was, but I refuse to just fucking give in anymore.
John Cena's best matches of all time were with Kevin Owens, man.
I know.
His best matches of his career were with Kevin Steen.
Well, the 3 that he had with Punk solo. like that Money in the Bank 2011 was a legitimate 5-star match.
His best ring work, though, like technical ring work, was with Kevin Owens. Because he was pulling out, like he did a generic, horrible, what's that move called? Canadian Brainbuster, I think.
The one where you flip over the guy?
Yeah.
No, that'd be the maple syrup jar to the head.
Yeah.
You're thinking about the Canadian Destroyer.
Canadian Destroyer,
that's when you drink all the Molson. Okay.
Yeah.
John Cena
that's
did
when
a generic
super fucked up and right around
John Cena version of a Canadian Destroyer.
A Canadian Destroyer.
It's where the moose comes in, kicks you right in the fucking noggin.
I have not, since I haven't watched, like I said, I haven't watched WWE.
Yeah, Del Rio's back.
I know Del Rio's back, and Del Rio's fucking awful. Imagine a Mexican wrestler, right? And you take out everything that makes a Mexican wrestler great. Everything that's different about it. All the high flying, gone. All of the quick moves, gone. Mm-hmm. All of the interesting mask or the crazy persona.
And the midgets and bull costumes.
Gone, right? And then you take like this very generic Greco-Roman style wrestler,
mm-hmm.
and then you're like, be the $1 million man that speaks Spanish.
Okay.
Alberto Del Rio! Pretty much.
Fuck that.
The only good thing about him, though, I can say, live, was his kicks sound good. He's good with kicks.
Ooh, he can do something that Daniel Bryan has been able to do for the past 13 years.
That's the only thing he can do is kick.
What did he fucking do?
Yeah, I'm not giving him credit. I'm saying he's
done something that Shawn Michaels, being broken and old as he is, can still do today.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Gleek is completely lost on that.
I have no fucking idea.
We'll end up like fucking just tearing. Like we can go through like the entire roster
mm-hmm.
and just tear people limb from limb
of what they lack.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all do some show like Cheap Pod or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about what the fuck you want and I'll run the board. Play Nintendo in the background while y'all fucking yell at each other.
Fucking old school Punch Out.
Yeah.
I'll
whoop your ass at some Punch Out.
Fuck, dude. I'm not even
one of the best wrestling games ever, I have to say. The best wrestling games ever were on Nintendo 64. WCW Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, and then No Mercy 64.
Nope. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That had the most fleshed out storyline that actually had multiple endings. It wasn't this bullshit that they try to like force everyone to do. And then there was like different paths you can go by throughout the story.
I like that.
Dude,
but I like the one.
Make factions.
I liked Raw versus SmackDown. The
2007 or the first one.
The first one.
The one with Vince McMahon on the cover. Or was it John Cena and Batista?
I think Triple H was on the cover.
No, this wasn't either one.
Or SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. That's what I used to play. SmackDown Shut Your Mouth was awesome because they had a good storyline. You could be IC champ. It mattered.
You could be IC champ, and Here Comes the Pain, and it mattered too.
Now IC champ doesn't matter.
And then every fucking like after I remember 100% completed the first SmackDown versus Raw and SmackDown versus Raw 2007. Because back in the day when I used to have time, I used to 100% complete games. While this fucker couldn't even beat Pokemon hardly.
Yeah, I played Pokemon Stadium. Get the 40% I needed to say I beat the game. See the credits. I'm like, I'm done. That's what I did with Bully. I get like a solid 60%. I beat the game.
And then I'm over here playing it for the 8th time. And I'm like, dude, I was like, what percentage are you at? And you're like 60. And I'm like, I'm rounding out the upper 90s right now, my 8th playthrough.
Oh yeah, I played Bully at least 10 times through. Like, well, my playthrough.
Like, Bully is one of mine and Sick Nasty's most favorite games.
Yeah.
And to see it on, they're legitimately making a Bully 2, finally.
Oh my fucking god. I knew there was a reason why I bought the PS4. It wasn't LA Noire Horror of the Orient.
I'm going to play the shit out of it.
Is it going to be the same character? Or?
Jimmy's going to be older. So about to graduate, I think, is what they said.
Oh my god, if it's a high school bully, that'll be fucking awesome.
I think that's what they said.
Yeah, but you know they're going to throw a PC twist to it where he gets what's coming to him or some bullshit.
What are you talking about? There was no PC twist in Grand Theft
Bully
Auto.
was not PC at all.
There was no,
I know.
There was no
but
PC.
I'm saying they will. You watch.
Dude, there was no
something.
PC twist.
Dude, even in L.A. Noire, there was no good feeling at the end.
Well, you know,
what
games are the best? Rockstar games are the best games.
Rockstar takes like they're like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like they will not PC up shit. They even made fun of PC shit in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Well, you know me, I have no fucking faith in anything anymore.
Dude,
I have no faith.
Listen to Rockstar radio stations on their games. Like, the talk shows are so fucking hilarious.
I love the fucking redneck ass talk shows they have on there.
On Vice City, though, the funniest shit. Vice City was the funniest game I've ever played in my life.
For retarded. At the end of that, like
Megabyte. No, it was Degenitron was the game.
Yeah, Degenitron, and they had like that Rambo rip off, and it was like you teach me how to love, and you're like, don't die, no.
And then they made an erection pill so you could fuck your teacher.
yeah.
I'll never be the same again. Yeah. Vice City was the funniest game I've ever played. One of the best games I've ever played.
Why don't they go back and like redo some of the games?
That's what I've said.
The better graphics.
Yeah, like do remastering. Dude, fucking everyone will buy it. But yet again, Rockstar being another one of those good companies doesn't want to go through and take up time to remaster games. They'd much rather just make new games.
They won't do it. They won't remaster games. But Red Dead Redemption was even awesome. Like, it was straight up outlaw shit. Yeah. You were an outlaw, and you were going in.
Right. I played the good guy.
Let me present an idea.
Me too.
Let me present an idea to you. With you shut your damn mouth for a minute and just let me talk. I've got a concept for a fucking game, an idea to be able to mix Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. All right, the shit you do in a Red Dead Redemption game, all right, could impact how you play a Grand Theft Auto game later.
That's what I said too.
Yeah, that you would do shit in 1800s that would cause things to happen. So when you play through a different game of like the Grand Theft Auto,
finally somebody else has the same idea as me. I've bounced that idea off so many people. They're like, "You're stupid." I was like, "Dude, why can't?"
I still think it's so bad.
Why can't John be connected to Tommy Vercetti?
Yeah,
you know, I was like, why can't it happen?
I was thinking like if he buys, let's say that there's a mission where he buys a silver mine. In Grand Theft Auto, you could, at least you're driving past it. Here's a fucking building, you know, all that shit.
You talking about the little nest eggs they leave in the games?
Yeah. Here's a silver mine up
Easter eggs.
Here's a silver mine up in the mountains or something.
They're pretty good about that, though. Rockstar's pretty good about that. Yeah. They'll have stuff from the previous Grand Theft Auto games, but I said if they did it Red Dead, then that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, make it where he visits Liberty City circa 1880. Yeah. You know, in the early days of it. And like, if depending how you did the mission, if he fucks up the silver mine and the mine's gone, when you play it in your later game, you'd go by the same area up in the hills, and here's a fucking deserted, dead mine. You know, nothing else is built to it.
See, to me, that makes me think of World of Warcraft instancing. Mm-hmm. What they do now in the last expansion, which I fucking hated. Mm-hmm. And it makes you feel like you have to do... It's World of Warcraft, completely open world, right? Uh-huh. It makes you feel like you're forced into doing certain things in order to get an objective that you could have just gone off and just gotten that objective beforehand, making you play the game for even longer to do shit a certain way, when really you just want to go ahead and get ABC done.
Well, you could get ABC done if you just want to play the game straight, but make it to where there's an option in one, like the Grand Theft Auto. Would you like to accept information from your other save?
See, the
where
game...
you have the choice. Do you want to import this info of what you did in like Red Dead Redemption into it?
A modern game that does the single storyline over 2 games was Infamous and Infamous 2. Mm-hmm. And that only carries through like the type of person that you played in the first one. It depends on like the type of person you played in the second one. You're still the same guy both times, and if you played like a good character in the first one, then you're known as a good guy in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a minor detail. You can still change your path that you're on in the later game.
Even mine, though, can be a minor thing. It's just shit in the background that might be different. You might have the choice of a mission.
Because, like,
I love my idea of you have a choice of a mission. If he was the hero or bad guy or whatever, you have a choice where, like, your character has to go and steal his pistols from the fucking museum.
Playing fish. You know how I know I'm depressed? I bought The Sims 4.
Did you?
Oh my god!
On Black Friday for $25. I was like, why did I do that? That's $25 I could have bought Captain D's with. Because you know Captain D's is like $25.
My sister's still playing fucking Sims 2. I mean, she's been playing the same game for like 5-6 years.
Sims 2 is the best game.
Is
it? Like I played The Sims 3, and it was such a broken, buggy mess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember I finally got my dude up to level 8 of the music career path.
Mm-hmm.
Finally had, like, 2 babies.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on the floor teaching one of them how to walk, and then he just got stuck there and died. And then I turned off the game and never fucking played it again.
That's just like the game I was most hyped about in the last 10 years was that Star Wars game, Knights of the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
I literally played it like 3 times my whole life.
I got the new Battlefront that's pretty badass.
Is it just online play? I heard there's no story mode.
Well, no, there's not a story mode to it.
Yeah, that's a good question. How the fuck you have a Star Wars game without any story mode?
I need the story mode. It's
supposed to be battles.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what I'm good at. Like,
it's fucking Star Wars,
I like Star Wars stories that are in the games.
Yeah.
Like, I love them. Because Battlefront 1 and 2, the story mode was badass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, the stuff you do.
The graphics in that game are great. The gameplay, I think, if I got used to it, you know, I could play it pretty well.
See,
but it just seems
I don't
like
want a
Call
game.
of Duty.
Yeah, I don't want a Star Wars game.
It feels like Battlefield 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Battlefield 2 didn't have a story mode to it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times, like with Call of Duty and the last Battlefield, fucking Hardline,
mm-hmm.
the story doesn't fucking matter.
Mm-hmm.
And they really, I don't know if it's the writers or if it's like the material they have to work with.
Mm-hmm.
They can't ever make me emotionally invested in a first-person shooter like they used to be able to. Like World War II shooters all the time. Like, here's Normandy. Everyone here, like they do a long introduction. They get you introduced to all your buddies and pals and shit,
mm-hmm.
and they all die in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the kind of shit that I want. I want to, like for me to make Battlefront better,
mm-hmm.
And to include a story mode with it. Don't let me play Han, Luke, nobody. Yet again, just let me be ground soldier either side, fucking stormtrooper or rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Have it, like, build up to the battle on Hoth.
Mm-hmm.
Make the battle on Hoth the last battle of the game,
mm-hmm.
where the fucking Empire wins. Develop me a character that has attachment to all these other people,
mm-hmm.
and have them all die to walkers, even your main character.
Yeah.
Have them all die to the fucking Empire. End on that sad note. End like Empire ended.
I've got an idea for a game. I've thought about it. I've seen some old books. They're put out like in 83. There was a set of 3 of them. All right. You could make a crazy fucking game out of this. All right. The story of Lando Calrissian. Like what led up to Empire.
Is it Tales from Cloud City?
No, there was
because they had
I can't remember the names of them, but it's like before he lost the ship to Han and all that, you know.
Because I know there was a trilogy.
Lando flying the Millennium Falcon.
There was a trilogy of books that was
dude, this game
Tales from Mos Eisley.
Yeah. This game could be fucking badass because not only could you have adventure shit,
yeah,
him sneaking in, stealing shit, fencing off all kinds of goods, doing fucking drug and smuggling runs, you know, fucking gambling. You could have a whole section. If you want to stop by a cantina and gamble, you could do it.
Let me remind you of like how badly
mm-hmm.
people developers make multi-platform games.
Yeah, no. But still, dude.
So
if you could play as Lando, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I have the ultimate question though. Like, How y'all feel about these new Disney Star Wars movies that are coming out?
I'm scared to fucking death.
They look pretty shitty from the previews.
I'm scared to death.
See, you think they're shitty from the previews. He picks them apart. I watch them, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of excited for it. Like, I've been burnt before. Like,
oh yeah,
you can't burn me any more than Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
No, there's no worse burn.
Now, Phantom was about as deep a burn as you could get. See,
when I was a kid, I didn't even know that was Star Wars. That's how disconnected it was for me. I did not equate Jar Jar Binks with Darth Vader.
What do you think about the idea that what if Jar Jar is actually a Sith? Have you heard this concept, this idea?
I hate Jar Jar, though.
Yeah.
He's the cancer of Star Wars.
Yes. Look at it, the idea, though. What if Jar Jar is a Sith? All right? He's going to, try to rise to be the next emperor, right? Every fucking thing in that movie makes sense.
I think that's...
The entire fucking trilogy, when you look at it as a what if fucking Jar Jar is evil, it suddenly makes fucking sense. Every fucking bit of it.
To me,
that made my stomach hurt.
You can't burn me any worse than being a smart wrestling fan. Mm-hmm. There's no, you can't do anything else to me in life.
You can't burn a smart wrestling fan that watched Raw in between 2004 and 2011.
Well,
those are the years we just got continuously fucked in the ass.
Look at the movies. Every fucking thing about it.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing about it.
We had a break for a couple of years.
All right. And then look at Count Dooku. He almost seems tacked the fuck on. All right. He really is kind of just tacked on into that story.
He is. Darth Tyrannus.
Yeah. What if Jar Jar was going to reveal himself in the original thing to be like an up and coming Sith? And then instead of fighting Dooku, it would have been Yoda dealing with a actual evil Gungan. Now, the Gungans as a race, I can fucking live with. Jar Jar, the way they did Boss Nass and stuff too, I can't stand. But the way they look, do you know what I'm talking about?
I wish they would have done
I can accept them as kind of it's Star Wars, I can deal with that, you know?
I can't believe we're going to get into this right now, because I know that the entire next month is pretty much going to be Star Wars month.
Yeah.
And it was like the month that Mad Max came out, like Fury Road. And there was a point there. It's probably still on one of the podcast episodes where I was like, I'm so fucking tired of talking about Mad Max.
Yeah.
And
I'm still so butthurt, dude. I am so fucking butthurt.
And I know that it's gonna get a point to next month or January when I'll be like, I'm so fucking tired of talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
But the backstory in this is that the main Sith that they're showing, he's like a Vader mark, and he's like not a real Sith. He's a Vader mark. He's obsessed with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And he's not even a real Sith.
It's a cult of personality that he's trying to form.
He's like a Sith acolyte, basically.
Yeah. Which, okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah,
I got a feeling it's going to be...
makes me like it a whole lot more than Palpatine having another apprentice.
No.
Because that's what I thought was going to happen.
No, he's
I thought they were going to shoehorn in another thing.
It's going to be...
He's like a step under Darth Maul.
Yeah. I think he's going to be fucking Leia and Han's kid. Because in the original books, before they decided to rewrite everything, Jason Solo becomes
a Sith.
Yeah, he becomes the Emperor. Yeah.
And Anakin comes to him in visions and tries to turn him to the light side, and he's like, "No, fuck you."
Yeah.
That was cool.
I really would like... It's not even a great, not even a good, a Star Wars movie that comes out in my lifetime. Not before. that I can look back on after it all happens and be like, oh yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Well, all I can say
that's all that I hope for. Like, I have extremely low expectations. I'm excited.
Yeah, especially because the last 5 Star Wars movies have been bad. The first 3 are great. The last 5 are awful. Because, yes, I count those 2 fucking Ewok flicks. There was 2 Ewok flicks between, Return of the Jedi and Phantom Menace.
all they need to do in Star Wars.
Then the Star Wars cartoon was also kind of bad too.
Star Wars cartoon's terrible. All they need to do.
So some of the comics.
Yeah.
In Star
I
Wars,
watched Droids though. That was kind of half-ass.
Star Wars has such a rich past that they can visit.
Mm-hmm.
Like all those Siths, like Darth Bane and Darth
Sidious.
Darth Sidious himself, Darth Bane, and who's another badass Sith? There's Darth Plagueis, you know, the one he talked about in episode 3. Like I read his book. They're badass. If they visited that past, or the wars that went on, or how the Sith originally formed.
About the old Republic.
About the old Sith race. There used to be a Sith race. And then, like, humans would come to the planet and learn from the Sith race. That was badass. The stories.
Flesh out Yoda's years in isolation.
Yeah, that's another one. I want to know about his years in isolation. I'd like to know a little bit about how he come about. But I want the original fucking story that he was found and kept as a pet as a child by these fucking spacers, like on the edge of the universe. It wasn't until later they even realized that he was intelligent.
Another thing that I want is a completely original story in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah,
like
that ain't gonna happen.
Give me races that are familiar, but make it about spice runners, space pirates.
Now, okay, we've got space pirates coming up in this movie, no fucking doubt.
Yeah, but I want an entire, dude, they can make just a television show about spice runners. And that'd be fucking great.
I don't want a fucking TV show. I want Star Wars movie. I dealt with fucking TV shows.
Make a movie about the old Sith race, man.
Make the Breaking Bad of Star Wars shows. Like that's all you have to do is make the Breaking Bad of Star Wars shows.
Breaking Spice.
Breaking Spice.
No, but like all the books now, they don't count for anything. They're not dick.
Fuck you.
None of them.
They count to some of us.
They count to me because they were badass,
Man,
but they don't. They're not legit anymore.
Do you really trust Jar Jar fucking Abrams to handle this? Look what he did to Star Trek.
He didn't watch.
No.
Don't. If you like the original Star Trek,
he doesn't like the original Star Trek either.
If you can appreciate the concept of the original Star Trek,
the only thing I can appreciate is wrestling, porn, and Star Wars.
It's like at the end of it's like an A$AP Rock song where he describes like one of his ex-girlfriends moving out and she didn't pay the cable bill before she left. And so he started praying to the gods of pornography and PlayStation.
Basically.
Well, this has been a fine Picklestick production of the Generation Gap podcast. I've been Lunchbox.
I'm Gleek.
And you've been who?
Sick Nasty.
Sick Nasty. You can follow the Generation Gap podcast on Twitter at PicklestickPod, or you can shoot us an email at picklestickproductions@gmail.com. Visit our web zone, picklestick.com, and you can also find us on Stitcher and iTunes.